Hey, it's Aundrea Beach-Greco at CMG Home Loans, and I wanted to talk to you today being March 20th, Friday, the NAR settlement, boom, was dropped. And over the weekend, people are going crazy in a frenzy. And I wanted to just go over some things to do some clarification and calm everybody's questions, right? There's uncertainty. So, the media is selling fear and uncertainty, which is normal for them. And realtors are not sure what's going to happen because the settlement isn't set to be in effect or permanent until it goes to court, the DOJ reviews it. And so there's some things that you got to know prior to going forward. And again, this is why we wanted to provide some clarity for you. All right, so the settlement was about $500 million, and it talked about a few things. The biggest one about agent commissions and transparency. So I believe in real estate agents and real estate. It's the backbone of my business. Realtors are valuable in the transaction. They provide information. They guide you through the process, all of the steps. I highly doubt a buyer could do all of that on their own, which is why we need listing agents and buying agents. So it's kind of like court. Would you go to court, represent yourself when you don't know the system or the process or the law? Highly unlikely. So here we go into 2024, and I wanted to make sure that you guys can see some solutions that we've been talking about because it's still uncertain. We don't know what's going to happen, but things are starting to be discussed, and we wanted to make sure that realtors, we love you, we support you. We are your lender partner. If you don't have a lender doing this, please reach out to me. We are licensed in all 50 states. And consumers, giving you clarity of what options might be presented to you or may come about. So I've created a total cost analysis to show you some solutions, and I wanted to share them with you because I think these are points of contention that will come up. And we know that with uncertainty, without clarity, there's no decisions that are made, right? And let me just share my screen with you here. So here we have our total cost analysis about this settlement and some proposals that we think will come about. So if we look at our first column here, we're looking at today, March 20th, 2024. We're going to use an average sales price of $500,000 and today's interest rates with 10% down. Here is what you'd be looking at, right? When a seller agrees to list their home, there is a commitment to pay a commission. Today, that seller agrees to pay the listing agent and the buying agent, and it comes out of their net proceeds. Going forward, that's where the uncertainty is. We're not sure how that will be discussed. If the listing agents will, let's rephrase that. If the sellers will say, I'm okay paying the listing agent, but I am not paying the buying agent. We don't know that yet. That will be discussed going forward. But let's just say today. Today, this house is listed at $500,000. The seller has agreed to pay both sides compensation. You, the buyer, are coming in. You're going to put 10% down. Your monthly payment's $35.22, and you're coming out of pocket $62,000. Great. Now let's say we go forward and the seller says, well, I'll list my home with listing agent Larry, but I'm not going to pay buyer agent Bobby. So I'm just going to lower the price of the house and only offer one side of that commission. So column 2 says, okay, we're going to lower the price and not pay that buyer agent commission. Okay, so the buyer goes, fine, no problem. I'll go in unrepresented. My payment is $34.17. I come out of pocket $60,000. Great. Now let's say worst case. I'm buying this house. I want to be represented. There is no way I'm going in without representation. I agree to pay that buying agent commission because the seller won't. So therefore, column 3 shows worst case, right? I'm going to add the commission on top of the price and theoretically finance it. Still coming out of pocket 10% down. My monthly payment, $36.28. I'm coming out of pocket $63,000. Still comparable to the first option, right? Now you're gonna say, well, wait a second. What if this doesn't appraise and there are another challenges that come in, and we're gonna call this our commission gap, right? So column 4 is a worst case, plus it doesn't appraise. So now we're like, wow, we're gonna pay $520,000 for the price, roll in the buyer agent commission and accommodate for the appraisal gap. Our monthly payment, $36.63. That's not too big of a difference between option 1 and today and going forward with our worst case. And you're coming out of pocket $64,000. So if you compare all of these scenarios across the board, they're very, very comparable. But what this does is it provides a solution for you as a real estate agent to be creative, structuring the deal for the listing and the buyer, right? We have to accommodate the seller. The seller wants to net the most that they can, and the buyer wants the best deal that they can. So this would provide a solution for that. We also have to be prepared, because this is some solutions and things that going forward are still in that unknown realm and category. We're not quite to July yet, but these topics and these things will be coming up. So we have to be prepared. Now, what I want to also show you is over here. Look over here in this net worth box. Okay. Look at your net worth on the worst case scenario and a low appraisal in 5 years. We're looking at a very short term here. Your net worth is the highest of all of the scenarios on a worst case basis, where you have to, as a buyer, pay your buyer's agent and the appraisal comes in low. So I don't see that you're not winning in this situation. And of course, I am a proponent of home ownership. You know, homeowners have 40 times the wealth of a renter. So if you're on the fence, this is your time to jump off. And if you are a current homeowner and you think I'm not ready to lose my 3% mortgage rate to go to a higher rate, we have solutions for that too. But this is a way for you to be educated, informed, to make better decisions going forward with the NAR decision that is not final, but is here for now, here to stay. What will come in the future is unknown at the moment, but this is a roadmap for you to get from point A to point B and make great decisions on your finances. I truly, truly hope that this has helped you. And again, if you do not have a lender strategizing for you, you realtors, reach out. I'm happy to help you. Buyers, if you need someone on your side in your corner, I will be your cheerleader. Reach out. My information is in the bio and around here somewhere. And I wish you an awesome day.